Hello, and welcome to another Wraggy's beer review / chat. So yeah, we've just reached Friday. It's been the longest of weeks. I literally got home at 6 again, so another 11-hour shift. So 13, 11, 10, 11, 11. So yeah, been a long week. Gotta be honest. Working tomorrow for half a day, and probably Sunday for about 4 hours as well. Something like that anyway. Hey, feel fit though. Feel absolutely fit as they come. And the energy levels now, once you get used to working silly hours and longer hours, and obviously I'm grafting, I'm not sat down, I'm going for it. So yeah, it's invigorating. I'm knackered, like, mind you, but there it goes. So over to our good friend rather, Bridbrewer and Tap Room, Stuart, for a Christmas beer. Santa's gone bananas. I thought to myself, it's Friday night. I want to chat, do a chat beer review rather than just a standard beer review. So make it a longer beer review, 25-30 minute beer review, whatever. And we'll do a bit of chatting and put the world to rights. Have a bit of a whinge about people, a disrespectful world that we're in, and I'll tell you a little story about that. So anyway, on the back of here it says banana, cranberry and cognac. Ooh. Subtle banana and strong cognac taste. Brewed on the December the 8th 2022. So yeah, so that cognac will have I'm absolutely looking forward to this. When I seen it was cognac, I'm like, I'm reviewing that. That's not sitting on the beer wall for long. Nice bit of smoke on this, a little bit lively. He did say it might be a bit lively, so I do remember. My memory is shocking. Although I do remember when local breweries, turn around and say, oh, come down and brew a beer with us, bit of a collab thing, and then go back on their word. And yeah, yes, it's happened a few times, and I'm getting to that stage now where, you know, I just won't say anything anymore. And but when it comes to reviewing beers, I might think, yeah, no, no. I mean, if they didn't say it in the first place, then it is what it is. But when somebody says something, gets your hopes up a little bit, and bloody hell, we're saving like 2 days worth of. So it's a hazy pour. I'm not sure it's supposed to be hazy, or whether it's just because it got lively. But it is what it is on that side of things. I wonder what that was then. I seen something glimmer down there. Hazy, orangey sort of pour going off. Oh. So yeah. A bit disappointed. It's not the first time this has happened. It's happened quite a few times actually. Although one of the times, the cider company one, they're waiting for me to bring apples to them, which I'll do at the end of this year, and then it will take a year. So that's a thing where we'll do what we do, and it's going to be a while. It's not as quick as doing a beer. So that is what it is. But yeah, there's been a few things. This is the second or third local that's let me down there, and yeah, is what it is. And not naming no names, but yeah. Certainly get the banana. It said cognac on the taste. Strong cognac taste. Can't bloody read. I still can't read. Yeah. So let's just dive into this a minute, because it's been a long day. Although, to be fair, I have had a nice can of San Miguel at me. I did a garden after work. Basically my sister-in-law's, and um, said, do you want a drink? And I says, oh, go on then, cold one, yeah. Says, do you want a San Miguel? And I says, oh, must I? And I did. And a big 500 ml San Miguel and all. Well, I tell you what, went down that bloody absolute nectar. Like I say, at the right time, any alcohol, bar seltzers, um, is decent. So anyway, banana. I'm getting that whiff of the cognac whiff to it. Oh, that's bloody nice, that is. I could imagine an imperial version of that. Might have to make my own, like a cognac imperial stout. Do a 40 pint brew, and then just chuck a litre in, or 2 litres. These are things I want to do soon, because I've been sitting on beer for months, and I want to brew something nice, some wines, some beers, some decent beers, ready for Christmas and whatnot. Yep, I've been goody two shoes all flipping summer. In fact, this year, my alcohol consumption, bar going out to the pubs, where you're only drinking cask anyway, unless we're going out like on my stag do. And my alcohol consumption has gone. I mean, it was high, maybe. Well, I see people all the time going out, and it's like, Jesus, I can't get out anywhere near what you can get out. So, but anyway, yeah. So, someone I know, they've had multiple members of the family come down with cancer. One of them's got terminal cancer, and this is her sister. And the daughter, because somebody's not been invited to my wedding, kicking off and absolutely blazing down the phone. And the fact of the matter is, it's our wedding, and we'll invite who we bloody want. Just because you're family means shit, and it does. It means absolutely nothing. Yeah, and this person is giving grief to this person who's, or suffering her own mental problems because of obviously different members of the family have had cancer. Luckily, 3 have got over it in some form or another, but 1 has got terminal. And this person, well, is a disgrace, absolutely disgrace for ringing up and doing that. If they were brave enough, they'd come straight to me and kick off and still get told to fuck off and get told to fuck off in a royal way, you know. But it's some people. I think some people in life think they can, when they was children or teenagers, they were a bit of bullies. They were bullies, and they still think they're that powerful now. And when you get to a certain age, you realise that you're not. And you might think you're a gobby hard person, but you're not. And in the grand scheme of things, you have to accept the fact that you've not been invited, or your daughter's not been invited, or whatever, and just live with it. It is what it is. Don't invite us if something comes up on your side, which we won't go to anyway. But you know where I'm coming from. And yeah, it's there's not many times that my temper is stroked, unless I go into KFC and they fucking ignore me for 45 minutes, and I'm sitting there and all these dickheads keep coming in getting their Uber Eats and Just Eats and that, and we're sat there and it's like, but we're here. These fuckers are delivery drivers. We're here. And yeah, that annoyed me. But generally speaking, I don't get annoyed. I'm quite, things piss everybody off. But you know, there's certain things, this certain thing, and holding one's tongue. And apparently, this person's going to come round to our front door. That's not going to end well. The person in question is not brave enough to even try that sort of stuff, and hopefully not stupid enough to even contemplate doing that. You know, you can gob off to somebody who's in, because of this stuff that's going off, is in a very much weaker position. But don't come gobbing off to a strong family unit where every single one of that family unit will put you in your place, and not even physically. I don't have to go down the physical route, the verbal route. You know, pushed to the corner, these things can happen, and oh, so one, we don't need it. Two, it's pitiful, and this the world we're in sometimes. I put myself in the other way round. We weren't invited to their wedding. Okay, is what it is. I've had friends who didn't invite me to their wedding. Didn't invite me to the stag do, and it's like, okay, it's all right. We're obviously not friends, and then just move on. You know, just don't forget about it. But and I certainly won't. Oh, that was a bird. Shit. Seen this brown thing by the october room, and moving around, and I'm like, oh. And I know mice and all that exist, rats exist, but I don't want it anywhere near the beer room, or not that I say at least. But it was a bird, a little bird. I ain't got a clue what bird it was, but it was a bird. So anyway, that's part of the conversation. But yeah, people just dumbfound me at times. So put myself in the situation. That I haven't got a mother or father. Both died of cancer. My mum, dad had it's a brown bird. Not even sure what that bird is. Yeah, my dad died. I think it was a heart failure or something. And never got to see the youngest grandkids. My dad never got to see any of my kids. And it is heartbreaking, because they would have both been in their 70s, which is not a big age, you know, in the grand scheme of things. But for this person to be having a go at a mum with what's going off in the background, with a sister, I think is it 2 or 3 sisters have got, there's 3 or 4 family members have had cancer in some form, throat cancer, other sorts of cancer, and to be giving it that when the wedding's not mum, nothing to do with her mum, and you know, it's I just don't get the world at times. I really don't. You know, you can have an opinion about something, but if you know somebody's going through, you know, the worst of times, you know, it's not nice seeing brothers or sisters dying, terminal cancer, and you're getting it that. Should be supporting a mum, not going on and saying you've got, and then there's this ultimatum, you've got 24 hours. I want to know in 24 hours what's going off, that she's got an invite, and it's like, one, it's nothing to do with this person, it's us. And two, if we was going to invite that particular person, now we're in that position where we're fuck off. And yeah, so it's a different, it's a raggy rant tonight, and a bit of a beer review, and it's tasting nice, liking the cognac. I like the idea of spirits in beer. I know that certain breweries do it, I had a rum and raisin imperial from Fire Rock, and that had different bits of spirits in, and God knows how they got the ABV. I'm sure there was some guesswork on the ABV. We'll make out it's 11 or 9, because like if you brew beer and you're chucking in different spirits, the calculations surely are not easy unless you've got some super calculator that can tell you that on a certain amount of beer, by adding a certain amount of that, it increases the ABV by only a certain amount. Is that the thing? And then also with spirits, are there any fermentables that can be say you add the spirits into the pour, are there any fermentables in the spirits? There shouldn't be, but if there was, would that increase the ABV more so? Yeah, it is interesting on that side of things. I wondered that when I did the Imperial Stouts, and I do fancy doing some nice. Don't know if I'm going to fully go down the grain brewing route every single time, because it's a lot of hours prattling about. Especially when if the kits out there deliver a beer that's comparable then to a commercial dipper, then yeah. If the beer, I mean, thinking about Brew Day Supplies, they do some brewery beers, and some of them, by the time you've done it, you're looking at a pound. You're looking at a pint, and that's before you've even had a brew, a beer. So the doing grain brewing of a commercial clone, especially when it's a lot of hops going in, hoppy beers like your Neon Raptors and your Shiny Breweries and whatnot, those can be quite expensive because obviously the cost of the hops. Oh, cranberry's kicking in. Well, the banana is there, the cranberry's there, but that cognac is certainly there, certainly prevalent, and I've got to be honest, I was liking it. Let's get the rest of it in. Leave no beer behind. I just want to see what it tastes, what it comes out at in the end, and there you go. So yeah, it's certainly hazy. Whether that's the intended haziness, I'm not sure. It feels nice to be doing a longer review. Like I say, it's been a long week. I mean, 13 and 11, 24, 34, 45, 56. So 56 hours, not that much really in the grand scheme of things. Although I am working tomorrow as well. And so even if I wanted to do lives at the moment, I ain't literally got the time. And if I'm being honest, I mean, what is it now? I've just had a Chinese, got home, had a Chinese. So it's 7:15, and like, not really sat down today. And the heat it's nice to be warm. It's nice to see the sun, but it does wallop you, gives you a right kicking. It's getting to that time of the year where I do the hard jobs in the morning, and then come the afternoon, I look for something like watering or something like that, because otherwise it just zaps the life out of you. And you've got to be careful on that side of things. Age, working outside's one thing, and 52 this year, 50 flipping 2. Hey, Jesus Christ, where did that go? I keep looking at wrestling, and I look at the wrestlers that I used to watch, And I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, you're fucking old now. And then like, some of the wrestlers have died in 2005, and it's like, what? I thought I was still watching them last year. So, yeah. God. I want know today's wrestlers, and to be honest, it killed me with wrestling when it was all said to be fake, and it's like, huh? Oh. So yeah, that's my little raggy rant. I'm damn sure someone's going to have an opinion, good or bad, about it. But like I say, you don't give someone shit who's going through stuff like that, you know. Uh, and especially when they aren't in control of like who comes to my wedding. It's at the end of the day, uh, in the grand scheme of things, we're only going to invite people that we're friends with, and even then, we can only invite X amount of people. So if I'm being honest, and I really am being honest, there's people from the beer community I'd love to invite. I literally, one, the venue won't hold it. Two, um, couldn't afford the extra charge because you get charged for like your food and all that. Not that everyone eats food, no, too busy getting and drinking some nice beer, hopefully. And probably doing beer reviews. So if any of the beer reviewers show up, I'm not actually entirely knowledgeable who is actually 100% coming. So the funny thing is, if everybody comes, then the numbers might be funny. I'm damn sure that people won't come, or people may come. It's difficult. Yeah, but we'll have a good time anyway, and there's going to be some nice beers. So I've got to go around soon. Um, a week before the wedding, going round to breweries, picking up local beers, and there's talk. There's talk of some special beers going in. Beers that like they're trial beers that only me. I'll be the first one to have them on pour. Which them who like to go on their little untaps, it will please them no end, especially when they're drinking it for free. But it's not that anyway. It's for me our wedding. It's 25 years together, married, 32 years together, and yeah, God, she's put up with some. But I'm not a bad person, It's just mental health can be a shit, and I'm actually, I don't know if it's the summer, I'm actually stronger than I've been for a long time, and hopefully, touch wood, we've come out of the car issues where my car still sounds like a fucking tank, and that garage that did my car, well, it will fail the MOT come November. But luckily, whoever does we've got a new garage now, and they seem really legit. And like anybody, if something needs doing, and the letter of the MOT says it's got to be done, then yes. Don't want to pay for work that's bollocks, bullshit work, And I've done that before. Gone to these garages. Oh yeah, your brake pads need doing. I say, gee mate, I had them done last year, and I know them brake pads are all right. Yeah. Don't take me for some fool that can't look at a brake pad myself and see that the pads ain't got enough wear on. Yeah, but it's got to last you a year. That'll last a lot longer than a year. They don't look like they've done much in the last year, and it's these sort of people, and there's a lot of this, we, because of what happened with the BMW, we've had our what's the word? Um, um, car mechanics are not held in great esteem. Let's put it that way. So hopefully this one's going to be decent. And yeah, he's ex-AA, and he's even took the new car out for a spin, and had a look over it, and he did it for free. And he says it looks a great car. He says your tracking's well out. He says I can't do it, so you'll have to go to this place. Gave us a number of this place. They got it on the ramps. They said, yeah, your tracking's terrible. So they sorted out the tracking and that. And he says, we've had a good look around. You've got a good car, and so there's two. There's the mechanic, there's the tracking people. They're not trying to say, oh, this is wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. They're not trying to bullshit you. And that's what I like. I like to put my faith that somebody's telling me the truth. If I'm doing somebody's garden, I'm not there to fleece them. I'm not there to take an extra 2 hours. One, if I'm doing a garden, I want it to look as good as I can. I'll say to them, look, I'm going to do this, this, this. Are you happy? Some will say to me, I only really want that doing. Ah, fair dues. I'll do it to what you want. It's not what I would do, but I'm doing it your way. But I won't try and fleece anybody. I work hard, get it done, buff, I can go home. I've already done my 40 hours at work. So anything I do above that, eating into my life. A bit of extra cash is always nice. But yeah, but integrity. Don't lie to people. Don't fuck things up, and then make out that it was like that. Or repair what you've bodged. This idiot who took our BMW fucked it up, and the garage told us that they've been stripping it down. The BMW. They went to a scrap place. They've been stripping it down. They haven't even got that far in. There's already £2,000 worth of damage. Do you know? I wish they could detail every little thing that's gone wrong. And then I wish I had I wish I'd won the lottery, and take this mechanic to the cleaners. Absolutely take him to the cleaners as a principle, for him to say, "Don't you ever put somebody's car and somebody's life in danger like that again." If you can't do a proper job legally with a duty of care, then you don't deserve to be looking after anybody's cars, because every single car is a death trap. If you don't put that thing back how it should be, fit it as it should be, it's a death trap. Anyway, it's a proper Wraggy rant tonight. It's a proper job. So this weekend, got two gardens to do. Well, two gardens to do tomorrow. A garden on Sunday to do. That's a bit of a makeover. That's my project, and I'm happy about that because I'm going for a mate. Mates are mates, aren't you? Yeah. He did something for us. Helped us put these units together, which were absolute twats. And spent a day doing it. And so I've already been down and done a little bit of work down there, a few hours. So I owe him a few more hours anyway. So reciprocation is king. But I'm looking forward to getting the garden. I've already got a plan. These gardens are long garden, so nice long borders. Bring the grass in, nice edges on the lawns, make it look, and and introduce colour, perennial colours and all that. And that's my plan of action. But it's been nice to have a chat. We'll do the lives again. I will. I need to. I think the Guinness thing pissed me off that much that I'm not getting involved in that sort of thing again. The other month, and then little things. And at the moment, time's the killer for me. At the moment, it's just it is an absolute killer. And the fact is, I've got nothing. I need to actually go out and buy a beer to do a beer versus beer, because they're the sort of lives I like doing. Battle of the supermarket beers. The new Black Sheep, which was amazing. versus some of the other new ones, beer versus beer. As it goes, yeah, I'm liking that. That cognac is there, it's nice, needs brewing again. I'm reviewing a Santa's beer in May, but do I care? Never did. Um, but yeah, I mean, massive thank you to Bridbrewer for actually gifting this to me. You know, it's really kind. Kind for any breweries to, as a thank you, to do such a thing. You know, um, I am grateful that people like my beer reviews and respond back and that. And you know, the beer review is only a certain part of it, as Benjamin always says. Personality and the chit chat and the life is also quite an important part, and it is. And coming on and doing a live again is something that's needed. Um, Summer months, I don't suppose it's as big a thing, but certainly coming towards autumn and winter. Winter's the thing, and I need to sort out. And this winter, I won't have all this wedding stuff, which is swamping my beer room. I'm covered with wedding stuff, so literally, I can't get to the settee, can't get to my TV and the computers and game consoles, and so after the wedding, it starts getting sold. I start getting the beer room back, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Start repopulating the beer wall and all. Anyway, really enjoyed that. Good 4.4 out of 5. The beer was part of it tonight, but also the chat was as well. Hope everyone's hope everyone has a good weekend. This will probably go out on Saturday, not tonight, because I've already got stuff programmed in. Got a lot of beer reviews. I've been coming down the shed and banging 2 in at the same time, and then I've still got the cask reviews, although they're dissipating now. But I've just about killed off the last of the cask beer reviews, is what it is. Sometimes they get views, and sometimes it's an absolute waste of time. But I also promote breweries with it. So whereas it never does anything for me, you know, um, in most ways. But it's good to, you know, promote breweries. And in this time that we're having at the moment, breweries do need all the help they can get. But yeah, cheers all. And my phone's broke.